In this video, we'll cover an investment application of a linear model. So for this example, Dan has invested some money in two ways. Part of the money at 2% interest and 3 times as much at 2.25%. Find the amount invested at each rate if the total annual income from interest is $2,187.50. So what we're going to do here, I like to handle this one or this kind of problem similar to the way that we did the one with the chemistry mixture. So what we have is we have 2 pots of money essentially that we're going to add together, and in the end we're going to have our total interest, which is $2,187.50. So he's going to invest some amount of money in 2 ways, part at 2% interest. So I'm going to say let X equal the amount at 2%. I'm not going to say X equals 2%. I'm going to say X is the amount that we're investing at 2%. So I'm going to have 2%, and I'm going to have X amount of dollars in there. And then it says 3 times as much, so 3x at 2.25%. And again, this kind of shows us that we have our equation staring us in the face. We know that the interest is the principal times the rate times the time. So the amount of money that you're investing times the rate and then times time. Well, in this case, our amount or our time here is going to be 1 unit of time. So we're going to say our principal, which in this case is X, times the percent, 0.02, is the amount of interest that we'll earn from that account. Similarly, I'll do 3x times 0.0225. All we're doing there is moving the decimal 2 places because we're dividing by 100, equals 2187.50. So simplifying here, we're going to get 0.02x plus 0.0675x equals 2187.50. Adding these like terms, we get 0.0875x, 2187.50. And we get x equals dividing $25,000. And then we're going to answer our question. Find the amount invested at each rate. So Dan invested, well, since X represented the amount at 2%, $25,000 at 2%, and 3 times that, or $75,000, at 2.25%. That concludes this video on an investment example.